Salute, peace. This is alkqn reporting for the No Yonlos Party. This is to clarify what I said the other day on the other video in regards to positions, and it's also to state the aim and purpose of the Noble Young Lords Party. So therefore, let me begin. So I stated that I was the national chairman and the national spokesman in error. I am not the national chairman. I am not the national spokesperson. I am the New York State chairman and spokesperson for the Noble Young Lords Party. All right. Now, the aim and purpose of the Noble Young Lords Party is as follows: to promote a common understanding of these concerns and issues as enumerated in the 10-point program. The Noble Young Lords Party has a 10-point program. If you want to see that 10-point program, you could DM me and I will email you the information. Party platform, resolutions of the party, National Congress, and the duty authorized organs. Now, the aim and purpose is also to stimulate and coordinate common lines of action and undertake definite actions regarding the aforementioned principles and organs. To cooperate with all possible organizations, institutions, and personages in the attainment of the aims and purpose of the party. To raise such resources as to enable the party to realize its aims and purpose and perform its functions. The activities of the party shall include advocacy, research, publications, conferences, seminars, and social political action. Now, I would then forward towards the end. Okay, it says, all right, so I'm gonna give you the aims and purpose and also give you the I'm also gonna give his shout outs. All right, so where we at? I gotta give you this part here. Uniform, black fatigues. All right, military protocols. All right, cool. So y'all could DM me and I will send you the Noble Young Lords Party package, which tells you the military protocols. It tells you the colors. It tells you the coat of arms. It gives you the application to apply for the Noble Young Lords Party. It tells you the probation process, the aim and purpose, the platform, the program. It gives you everything. But I would not send you the whole entire PCM. No. That will only happen once you complete everything and you become a member of the Noble Young Lords Party, and then you will get the PCM. And right here, military protocols regarding elections, regional field marshals. Let me see. All right. So here we go. So I gave you the aim and purpose of the Noble Young Lords Party. So now, this is the difference between loyalty to a name and loyalty to your people. Webster Dictionary describes conduit as a channel through which anything is conveyed. A conduit of information. That is the intention of the Noble Young Lords Party / Latino Nations North America and its PCM, Political Compendium Manual. By the late 90s and early new millennium, many of us in lumpen organizations or political mass organizations have questioned the sincerity of their organizations. Some have made the effort to create, serve the people, institutions, and have succeeded to a certain degree. Almighty Land King and Queen Nation and the Asociación Pro Derecho de Confinado Nietas, to name two, but severe obstacles such as internal conflict and counterintelligence program have managed to keep such organizations stagnant. At their best, they are organizations to be respected. At their worst, well, we ain't gonna go there. Y'all know what we're talking about. The thing that such organizations lack is a specifically defined political line where all members can compare their practice against it and effectively criticize and self-criticize and better their practices. A long-term and short-term strategy collectively agreed upon so that the respective organization can see the beginning and end of their efforts and potentially move on and adapt from their failures and success. And specify tactics that can be practiced, analyzed, and adapted to it that is necessary. Some of these organizations have established literatures, and considering the alternative of no literature, this is a good thing. If the lit is anti-imperialist, that is. But most of them are clearly not defined enough to avoid negative pro-capitalist interpretations. In fact, many are so backwards that they view communism as a bad thing due to their acceptance of the U.S. war propaganda. The No Violos Party will serve as the conduit of the streets, prisons, and college students, and we will revive the spirit of Marxism to a place of reason and acceptance. Many organizations speaks of jewels of knowing the ledge. They claim that the homies need to be loyal to Las Normas, Kingism, Damoism, Lordism, Folkism, etc. because that is true illumination. But the true science of the brown person, black person, red person, Asian person, or even the pale eyes, eventually, in this respect, is that one must be loyal to that group. That organization that serves its people, not terrifies them. The Noble Yolos Party has been reborn to be difficult, to expose certain street prison codes as anti-wisdom. So let us begin by saying this. Any organization that claims that y'all gotta be permanently loyal to an organization just because you entered it and to leave is betrayal is out of line and out of order. In order to change the oppressive existing order of things, organizations is necessary, and those who care about people's future look to join organizations. But let it be made clear for all to understand that if an organization sours and for the most part becomes an oppressor of its own people instead of its supporter, revolutionary leader and communist servant, then it is that organization as a whole that has betrayed its membership and the people it serves. Now, it is not the member who leads such an organization who betrays, no. In fact, it is better to say that the member has been betrayed by its organization and he or she has every right to leave. This doesn't mean that you should leave at the first sign of trouble either. One must work with all anti-imperialist organizations and struggle with them to help them become better servants of the masses, because the more anti-imperialist organizations exist, the better it is for all of us. But if all has been tried by the revolutionary member and the backward current is too strong, then the truly revolutionary thing to do is to exit that organization and join a revolutionary organization such as the Noble Yolos Party. And if you are not socialist, but you are anti-imperialist, then you should still join the Noble Yolos Party, because we can provide revolutionary leadership without forcing socialism down your throat. Even if you don't join Noble Yolos Party, you should create a cadre, a leadership in your own area that can provide an alternative to whatever backwards organization exists in your area. The Noble Younglos Party will help you provide you with advice and guidance on how to form a revolutionary organization in your area. What you don't want to do is quit because you had a bad experience with a former organization. Your people deserve more loyalty and strength from you, and we hope that you will have the courage and valor to get up again and help make a revolutionary united front a reality. Now, the revolution doesn't need thugs. You know, the revolution doesn't need thugs who claim that bravery is killing your own people. We already been down that road. Done that, and we know that that's all tragic bullshit. So the people don't need slangers that think that poisoning your people in great amount is a thing to aspire to. Once again, that's all tragic bullshit. So if you take the time to analyze the PCM, Political Compendium Manual, you'll see that the founders of the Noble Younglos Party are veteranos of La Vida Loca, or the thug life. But you'll also find a deeper level of commitment. The Noble Younglos Party has decided to alter history in our favor because we believe we can. We've taken our wrong and right practice, street knowledge, torcida, prison knowledge, revolutionary college students, ghetto philosophers, former and present Maoist vanguards like MIM, and combined them to create the PCM, Political Compendium Manual. Now, if the PCM speaks to your mind and your heart, then you are a noble young lord. You just haven't accepted it yet. The noble young lord is the offspring of the cement of urinated hallways and projects where He-Man and She-Woman are created. The Noble Younglos Party is composed of sons, daughters, mothers, fathers who dwell in control units, college dorms, ghetto wastelands, anarchists, and gothic punk genius that rebel because they are acknowledged by their own lifestyle, despite their suburban privileges, that something is sincerely fucked up and hypocritical about the land of the free. Now, we dare to break the mold of complacency and the status quo in exchange for the practice of original thought and action. We seek to improve the social conditions of the third world with the correct thought that all oppression is connected and the source of oppression must be dismantled and reconstructed. Now we invite, oh shit. All right, it says it is what it is. We invite thug soldiers, original guerrillas, rebel freaks, revolutionary freaks, anarchists, gothic punks, ghetto bastards, non-revisionist Marxists, and Maoists to ally yourselves or unite. Okay. To ally yourselves, but we still got to be in unite. We got to work together and all that. So I see why he told me to do this today. All right, cool. Non-revisionists, Marxists, and Maoists to ally yourselves or unite with the NYLP, Noble Younglos Party. Because if you never taken a look at a real organization of the people, you're taking a look at one now. So if you're interested in joining the Noble Younglos Party, please get in contact with Malik Alim. And to give you who's the Central Committee, let's see. To give you, where's it at? No, I'm not going to break that down. Word on hip hop. I'm not going to break that down. Okay. He also said go into the acknowledgement and repudiations. So this is the acknowledgement and repudiations. So this is Don Pueblo talking. Don Pueblo is the one that edited the whole PCM. Excuse me. Um, I like to take some time to give props and credit to all the comrades, allies, and soldiers who contribute to the development in one form or another, and at times unwittingly, of the Noble Yolos Party, Latino nations, North America, whether they help directly and or indirectly. The first of these are the Maoist International Movement, because the Noble Yolos Party, Latino nations, North America, and the PCM would not have been possible were it not for their belief in helping the oppressed masses. So particularly the Maoist International Movement Central Committee, Maoist International Movement San Francisco have my love and respect. Pirao Chief, I don't know what that means, but Pirao Chief, Prrao Chief. Good looking out, Chief. I met MIM during my time in college, and they inspired in me the power of the written word. It was an irony that my first anti-imperialist article was done with a MIM comrade in the early 90s within the great halls of imperialism, an Ivy League school where the sons and daughters of the elite imperialists are trained. You could see the disgust in his or her face having to help me write an article on the sofa of a dean's mansion. I suspected that he or she too was from another Ivy League school by deducting the facts from the things she or he did and didn't say. MIM comrades are very secretive. So at the time, I was somewhat confused at his or her reaction. The family who lived there were close friends of mine, and I asked the MIM comrade to spend the night in a separate room. She hastily declined the offer. It was her total commitment at the time to communism that put questions in my mind and caused me to learn over the years about Marxist, Leninism, and Maoism. So to that MIM comrade whose hard propaganda efforts I witnessed, I give you props. Now, this is for the Old My Land King Queen Nation. To the Old My Land King Queen Nation, or the alkqn or alkqn, many of us, kings and queens who retired from the nation in order to help form the Noble Yolos Party, have never and will never stop loving the nation. Facts, I agree. But I ain't need to develop that to develop the Noble Yolos Party. No, I always knew about the Noble Yolos Party, and I just retired 1 year before expected to. But you know how they say, you plan, I plan, lies the best of planners. But all right. To the All My Land King Queen Nation, many of us kings and queens who retired loving the nation, we love so much of what the nation represents, but in the same vein, we cannot abide by the unsaid principles that have infected themselves in the everyday practice of the All My Land King Queen Nation. We feel that we could work with the All My Land King Queen Nation better from the outside than from the inside, where some in power may feel threatened that we out to gain position or power mongering, etc., etc. We believe that there is one thing more important than the All My Land King Queen Nation, and that is the third world masses it is pledged to serve. They take priority over any name or group identity, and to think otherwise is not putting the masses in first priority. As Huey Newton of the original Black Panther said, we're always ready to unite with any brothers and sisters anywhere, because the name of an organization doesn't mean anything. It's what an organization does that's important. So a self-criticism of ourselves as former members of the All My Land King Queen Nation, those of us noble young lords who are in it, is forthcoming because we are not devoid of the responsibility of the current state of the All My Land King Queen Nation, but criticism in general will also be included in the forthcoming issue of Memnotes News Organs. I gotta get that. It's our hope that we can both learn from each other. Our only criteria for aligning with organizations is their commitment to the anti-imperialist political struggle. Nevertheless, we thank the All My Land King Queen Nation for teaching us through their failures and success, the new king ideology, and the organizational experience gained from it. United Blood Nations, and the various Sureño and Norteños organizations as well. Now, other people worth mentioning, primeramente, a hermana Gloria, hija de la segunda estrella y madre de un general. Aunque nunca fuiste socialist, tus esfuerzos y enseñanzas fueron fuentes de inspiración. Jackie Paradise, Nancy, the radical from Sylvan Dorms, Laura and Riva, who helped us take over the Diddy College offices and the Hampshire College Science Building in '92. Doris, the Puerto Rican butterfly, the Mexican sister from Mencha, Oakland, Fadula, the dark side warrior, and thanks for giving us input on agitprop, agitation propaganda. G, the Black Power comrade, Santos el Caballero, whose dialectics were deliciously debated, Red Star, who promises to help resurrect the United Blood Nations to anti-imperialist standards, Juncinto, Red World, the strategist, Brown Roof, the Marxists, Cullican, the Warden Basher, the mission poet from Boston, Los Sucios de Tacoma, Great Book Valley, Papo Cuba and El Perro Steel from The Bean, E-Dog, the Quiet Storm, Pito, who wasn't going out to visit with those cuffs on, Papa Heckman, Omar, Cisco, Young Solomon, El Faith, and all them DDU long timers and control units nationwide where the real thinkers are buried. Papo King, may he rest in peace. El Magnante, Old Land King Queen Nation. Tino the Garslater. Padrino Nelson Millet of Connecticut. Padrino Tio Pedro of Connecticut. Texas Mexicans. To all those true land kings and queens who kept it real to the original sunrise of the Massachusetts Lion Tribe, Lord Grimm, mucho amor. Spot the rabble rouser. That's why Grimm gave me this. Okay. Spot the rabble rouser. Molina Galaza clan and be known and unknown Delgados, DeAndre, D'Angelo, and Alex Owen. Padrino King Blood, who is buried alive. Shogun Chase, to the memories of Ementirio Betances, Benito Juarez, Jose Marti, Che Guevara, Karl Marx, Lenin, Mao Zedong, men who defined nobility and knew how to stay young even until their deaths. Now, a shout out goes to Bridgeport and the One Deep Father Panic PJs of the South Bronx, Elm City Hustlers in New Haven, El Son Nene Malo from PA Set, Beatrice, the chairwoman from Connecticut, Lorenzo Cuba el Camonista, Lorenzo Cuba el Camonista, and those spooky motherfuckers who prowl the catacombs of Yale University, Brooklyn, Queens, and Spanish Harlem. One. And that's a shout out. And I believe that's it. I think that's all they wanted me. Yep, that was it. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, that was it. All right, so there you have it. You heard it with your own ears. You can read it with your own eyes. If you join the Noble Yolo's party, I'll give you the PCM. However, I have made a packet. I might remake the packet. And I have no problem giving you the Noble Yolo's party packet, which will tell you the aim and purpose, will tell you the coat of arms, will tell you the colors, will tell you the... I will give you the basics, just so that you can know what the Noble Yolo's party is, what it's about, and what you get it into. And also let you know the comparison that Noble Yolo's party is not a gang, it's not a street organization. Noble Yolo's party is not the old Land King Queen Nation. Noble Yolo's party, Latino Nations North America, stands within itself. It's not the 5, it's not the 6, but it is the People's Party. Much respect. One Lord, one people, stay noble. This is Malik Alim, the New York State Chairman and spokesperson for the Noble Yolo's Party, Harlem base, El Barrio base, to be precise. Peace.